Highlights from the 32nd GST Council Meeting. Introduction. Welcome to Vinayak's Easy Notes. In this video, we will be discussing the significant decisions made during the 32nd GST Council Meeting held on 10th January 2019 in New Delhi. The decisions taken in this meeting, particularly those related to GST turnover limits and changes in the composition scheme, are set to come into effect from 1st April 2019. Let's dive into the key takeaways. Increase in turnover limit for composition scheme. The GST Council has decided to raise the annual turnover limit for availing the composition scheme for goods to 1.5 crore rupees. Special category states will have the autonomy to determine their respective composition limits within 1 week. Compliance simplification. Under the composition scheme, businesses will now be required to file just one annual return. However, the payment of taxes will remain quarterly, accompanied by a simplified declaration process. Higher exemption threshold for suppliers of goods. Suppliers of goods will now have two threshold limits for exemption from GST registration and payment. These limits are set at 40 lakhs rupees and 20 lakhs rupees, respectively. States will have the discretion to choose between these limits within a week's time. For service providers, the registration threshold will remain at 20 lakhs rupees, and in the case of special category states, it will be 10 lakhs rupees. Composition scheme for services. A composition scheme will now be extended to suppliers of services or mixed suppliers at a tax rate of 6%, 3% CGST plus 3% SGST. This will apply to businesses with an annual turnover in the preceding financial year up to 50 lakhs rupees. This scheme will be applicable to both service providers and suppliers of goods and services who are not eligible for the existing composition scheme for goods. They will be required to file one annual return with quarterly tax payments and a simplified declaration process. Billing software. Small taxpayers will be provided with free accounting and billing software by GSTN, making compliance more accessible and efficient. Matters referred to Group of Ministers. A 7-member group of ministers will be formed to explore the possibility of introducing a composition scheme to bolster the residential segment of the real estate sector. Additionally, another group of ministers will examine the GST rate structure on lotteries. Revenue mobilization for natural calamities. The GST Council has approved the levy of a cess on intrastate supply of goods and services within the state of Kerala. This cess, not exceeding 1%, will be in effect for a period not exceeding 2 years, aimed at mobilizing revenue for disaster relief. Conclusion. The 32nd GST Council meeting brought forth significant changes aimed at simplifying compliance, increasing exemption thresholds, and introducing new composition schemes. If you found this video informative, please consider liking and subscribing to Vinayak's Easy Notes. Your comments and feedback are always welcome. Thank you for watching.